Hi, I'm sorry I haven't made a video for about a week or over a week now, but I've been on holiday in Wales with my family this week and there was just no opportunity. But we came back today. I'm sorry if I'm looking really tired and run down, but I've been in a car for 7 hours today and here I am again. I was going to wait and leave this video till tomorrow, but I really just wanted to make it now. Just because I really missed talking to the camera actually. I didn't realise how much I'd missed it. So in the last video I made, I was going on some long rant about how I didn't get the accommodation that I wanted for my college, and how I told them about my mental health problems and told them that it would be best for me to be around people, but they hadn't given me a room. So I was pissed because it felt like they'd ignored me, basically. But after a lot of thinking about it, it's probably actually turned out for the best, because my second option, which is probably going to be the one I'm going to take, is a room in a house where the landlady lives in, with her daughter, and it's like 5 minutes away from the college, and the more I think about it, the more I think it would probably be better. And to be honest, I'm going to be at college like 8 hours every day anyway, so the fact that I'm not necessarily going to be going home with people that I know or have spent all day with, then it probably will work out for the best, to be honest. But it's almost the beginning of August, so I just really want to find somewhere to live now, basically, so then I can relax and just focus on actually going, which is probably going to be one of the hardest things that I've done in my life so far. Yeah, so I went to Wales, and it was really lovely. I went to North Wales, and I want to try, if I can figure out how to use Movie Maker on my iPhone, I'll try and make a slideshow of some of the pictures that we got, because it's just gorgeous. I don't know how anybody could possibly feel stressed up there. Having said that, lately I've been having quite a lot of hypochondriac anxiety, and I realised that I actually haven't done a proper video on my channel about hypochondriasis. I did one for, my first video I ever did for YouTube was for a channel that, at that point it was called Living with MI, but now it's called, Kindle a Light, sorry. That video's up there, and if I can figure out how to do it, I'll put the link somewhere. But I'll also make a video about hypochondriasis very, very soon, possibly my next video, so that there's one here on my channel for you all to see. So, now what I'm going to say, if you haven't seen that video, and probably won't make much sense, but I just had this inkling that I've had some sort of disease all week. I don't know whether it was because I was in a different environment, this change of routine. It wasn't as bad as it could have been because I was very busy this week. We were doing a lot of touristy stuff, so that was probably a good thing because I had less time to think about it. But I was sort of having trouble with breathing. I think I was getting a bit of a cold, and because I'm asthmatic, when I get cold, my chest sort of tightens. And I can have quite persistent tight-chestedness. If you do have asthma, you understand what I mean by that feeling. So, obviously, because it's weird, it's never happened to me before, but I became convinced that the breathing difficulties wasn't because of asthma, it was because of something else. And because I had a cold, I felt like I had something stuck in my throat. It was probably, sorry for being gross, it was probably phlegm, to be honest, that was stuck there. But I was convinced it was something else. And I've had really big trouble controlling my breathing quite a lot of the time this week. Like, I would breathe in and I think I haven't got enough air in my lungs, so I would just be taking really deep breaths every single time I breathed in, like that. And when you actually notice how you breathe normally, you don't breathe that deep at all, you just breathe quite shallowly. So obviously that caused me quite a bit of, obviously I was getting enough air into my lungs, otherwise I would have felt dizzy, and I didn't feel dizzy. But I became convinced that there was some sort of something blocking my airway and there was something in my lungs. And it didn't really help that on Thursday, I climbed up 400 steps to the top of a mountain. Not really a mountain, to be honest, that was a bit of an exaggeration. But I climbed 400 steps, and because my asthma is exercise induced, that was an issue. So I had a bit of actual asthma then as well. Doubled with the fact that I thought that I couldn't breathe because of something else, some other disease or whatever. I was breathing so hard that I actually re-pulled a muscle in my back that I pulled in dance about a month ago. And now when I breathe deeply or yawn, I can feel it in my back. So, ironically, I'm actually doing myself physical damage as well. God. Anyways, it's hot in here. And I am going to go buy a bar of chocolate, because I haven't had any all week and I'm craving it badly. So, I hope everybody's doing okay.